Okay, folks, this is Osiris New Dawn. Still in early access. I'm not sure what it costs on Steam right now. I know that I got it, it was on sale. I've never really had an interest in playing a survival game. I've watched a few people that I follow on YouTube playing survival games, and I can watch them do it, but it's never been my thing. And then I saw this one, which has to do with space. And I do like space, so I thought I'd give it a shot. I played for a little while, and what I did is I built my base right next to the old Osiris 1 base. But I kept getting attacked every night by these crazy ghost astronaut things with lightning, and you can't beat them, you can't attack them, at least not until later, farther in the game, as I've researched on YouTube. And it just made my game extremely annoying, and so I kept quitting and playing creative mode, which was boring because there's no monsters. So I'd go back and start again, and I'd go back and build my base there, and I'd have the same problem. And then I was talking to somebody on YouTube about it who plays quite often, and it sounded like he didn't know what I was talking about. So I thought it was because he put his base a long ways away from there. And so I did a little test, and I put myself another little base on the hillside a little ways away from there, and I was never bothered again. So I thought I'd start over again, and that's my story. I'm sticking to it. So we're going single player. I am going to create a new one here so that I can show you how this works. You got engineer, marine, ranger, and scientist. All the points will equal the same, but they are distributed depending on what it is you picked. An engineer will get 45 in his main attribute and 15 in the others. A combat person will get 45 here and 15 in the others. And the ranger is well-rounded, and he gets his 25 apiece. All of them will add up to 75. And the same thing over here. The scientist is 45 and 15 in the others. Now, that's a bit much that they do that massive sound effect. I don't know. I think trying to blow out your speakers. But anyway, I wish that when you went in here as a new person and you could mouse over these and find out what these items were, because those are just pictures to me as far as starting stuff. This tells you a little description of what each person is. I don't believe it makes any difference if you are a male or a female. The Marines, of course, a lot of heavy weapons. And again, telling you that he's combat oriented. And that the ranger is a well-rounded person, kind of a jack-of-all-trades, master of none. Scientist, Mr. Smarty Pants, he's responsible for things like band-aids, batteries, solar panels, force fields, all of that scientific stuff. And again, he starts out with a bunch of stuff that I have no idea what it is. But I always go with engineering because my whole thing is I'm all about building up that base. About that base. So, we're going to go with that. Now, my primary color, I do kind of leave it white. I don't know why they have two of them there. They look the same to me. This, I'm going to go with kind of a brown. My detail, I go with kind of an orangish yellow for the straps. And the glow, I've been going with red, but I'm going to try that because I think that that's going to at least kind of look cooler as far as thrusters. I don't know. We're going to go with that. Boom, shakalaka. Now, these things are all active. You can do whatever you want with them. I'm just going to make him short with a big head. As far as the stats, I'm not really sure too much, so I'm going to give 2 in each, and I have 2 extra. I'm going to go with strength, maybe health. Or I could have put them both in strength. I know strength has to do with how much you can carry. So we're going to go with that. Skill tree, boom, 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 because you're never going to have to pick one in each category to start with. We're going to need that furnace. And although these weapons look nice, and I can't wait to get down to the rifles and stuff, for the longest time, the conduit bender will be our weapon. So I'm going to go with the work table for now and try to get to these because I've never gotten to those in the game, never played that long. And science, we're going to go with the forge so that we can build stuff. And we're going to go with the chem station simply because I'm trying to get to the bandages and don't have enough points to get there right now. Engineering, I'm all about space, getting lots of space. And I don't really worry about getting the small crates yet because those points are going to be better spent somewhere else right now. I'm going to create by the airlock and the habitation. Because again, I'm all about that base, And I'm going to get a shovel, and I'm going to have to save up the points to get the hallways so that I can either build lab construction or barracks. The barracks will allow me to create a bed that I can save at, and furniture that gives you a buff to your stamina. And as an engineer, I start with one of these, and I've never broke one. I haven't played that long, but that would create the ability to create another one. So I think those are the points. And the name. Commander Ben Lonely. Now here you can change the name of it or whatever. And I think if you go custom, you're able to decide whether it's a PvP or PvE world. And I'm not sure whether these are just like the type of where your server area would be. I don't know. Normal is for experienced survival players, and that is not me. I will be playing on easy because extreme is for extreme, and that's not me. Creative mode allows you to play without any monsters, and because I kept getting attacked by those ghost alien astronaut things, and if you don't know what I'm talking about, I have some really crappy footage of it, but I will insert it right now.
Vitals dropping.
There's nothing you can do. You just keep getting hurt. And I had to visit those things would visit my camp every night, and it was just ridiculous. So anyway, we are going to go easy and just say create, and then it's going to go through this thing here where, depending on what you picked, because you can change those options apparently if you create your own or something like that, or you will be able to, then it will create the planet that you are apparently going to be playing on. Looks like that's going to be a minute, and I'm going to pause it for a second. Okay. We need to pick up the tape, press 3, and then left mouse button.
System restored.
Pick up
Seek
the
medical
bandage,
assistance immediately.
hit 4 to bring it up, and
Vital
the left mouse
stabilized.
button. F, find out the door is you're trapped. Break it down and escape. Now one of the things I'm going to do is I'm going to switch out my weapon immediately because I think it's probably going to help me even when I'm bashing debris and things like that. So instead of hitting stuff multiple times, I might just be able to hit it once. It wouldn't hurt my feelings if we were able to do something with, you know, his voice. Use the little jetpack. I think that's it. Strip that clean. I thought I heard a little beastie. And that's another reason I changed my weapon, because the conduit bender is probably one of the best weapons in the game. Now, if I had kept my original weapon, I probably would have been whacking on that thing a while. Tell this thing to follow me. I don't know what use he has in the game yet, but we'll figure it out. Right now I just want to drag him along. Making sure I'm not leaving anything. Like I need to carry one more barrel. Okay, now they say this direction to landfall. Now, in this game, as you can see, I can sprint. I can do that in the areas where I don't think there are giant worms. But if you haven't seen this game, you're going to see a giant worm, and you need to be ready to run to the side. You need to identify where it's coming from and run to the side as fast as you can. Now, what it does here when it says make landfall, I believe what it's talking about is that we're free to like colonize from there. And I am going to head towards the Osiris 1 base. Now, see, I did start a game, 2 games actually, before this, simply to put down a marker. And the only way I could put a marker was to have left something identifiable by me when I get there. So I have another one of those little robot things like this guy that's there that should be completely dead, but I use it as a marker. I don't think there's anything up here I can smack. No. So what I'm gonna do is, rather than look for the Osiris base, which I do want to go to, but I can go to that afterwards, See, what it did is I found a place that I thought would be a great place for me to have my camp. And so I created a marker for it. Now I need to see if I can remember how to get there. I think that's the one I'm looking for, 1609. I'm going to leave a lot of that stuff. Because where I want to make camp is different than the place where I've made camp before. Where I made camp before was, like I say, next to the Osiris 1 base, and I kept being visited every night by alien astronaut things that were just annoying as hell. It made the game no fun. And I came here to experience, you know, all the regular wildlife and not some sort of thriller crap that somebody threw into the game. I'm not sure where I'm going exactly. Apparently I gotta go over this mountain. And I should have just stayed closer to the ground. Because now I'm literally going over a mountain. Again, we get out in these open areas. I may not want to sprint so much because that's where I'm going to run into the worm. I'm just glad to keep seeing trees in front of me because that's where I want to make my base. Where there are red trees and blue palm leaves, because that's what you need to create bandages. And what better place than the place where you always go to just round up stuff to create bandages for your journeys. Because you can create more along the way when you run into them, but it's nice to be ready and stocked up and have like 50 bandages because you can. And the berries come from this. The red berries up there, these from this tree. And I'm not going to get any right now. I guess I probably could, but I don't need to. I'm more in a hurry to get to the camp, and so what I did is I left one of these little robot dudes like the guy behind me there, because I found that if you start a game and use the same name as you did in the last game, all your production is there. Well, I didn't want to start off with like a camp and a bunch of supplies already there. I just wanted to put a marker so that I could find my camp where I wanted to live again. Which I believe is behind that big rock right there. I'm not positive, but I think it's real close to there. The reason I wanted to go there is because we have these meteor storms and things like that, and I want to be able to shield myself, and it shielded us from like 3 different directions. So you can see my point there. Why not, at least in the time being, with what I'm building, have it at least be fairly safe. See, and as long as I keep seeing red trees, I'm happy. Red trees and blue palm leaves. And you can see that thing hanging out of the ground there. It's real close to where it is I wanted to go. I believe it's behind this rock over here, because I don't have to live directly on the trees. They just got to be surrounding me all over the place and easy to get to. And then from there, I can go to the Osiris 1 base. But my whole goal was to get back to this area that's close to the base, because I don't want to live there. And still have plenty of the red trees. You can see how that big rock there, there's a little cave back there, sort of. Not really a cave, but it seems to offer quite a bit of protection, especially in the early part of the game. Speaking of which, now those leave base metals. So they hit like over here, up there, and down here. And you'll see them because they're already in a like a rounded ball sort of state. But anyway, the one that I had still has electricity. I left this guy here on my other character just before I started, and he still has electricity. But anyway, being I don't have any real use for him, I just tell them to stay here anyway. Because they're going to run out of batteries, which I can't replace. And I put in furnaces because I usually have like 4 furnaces anyway. So with my other characters, I just put in a furnace, but no shelter or nothing like that. I had to earn it. So they just put me this because they were here and left me the robot as a marker to get here. So, I actually need to put down a furnace myself in order for this thing to recognize that I have colonized. And you use your mouse. I don't know if I got one of those screwed up or whatever. Good enough. Good enough. Okay, now we're going to need some sort of a shelter. But you can see how this rock, at least in the early part of this game, is going to allow me plenty of shelter and not have it be hit by meteors. And then eventually I'll build down in here. But try to get as close to the rock as possible so that I'm shielded from anything coming from that side. And I can go up there and get more debris if I need. I need to put like my little debris shelter, which I think I'll put right in here. Need to create a debris shelter. Now I'm not sure if there's an easier way to get to the build menus and stuff. I haven't figured it out. I will check it out further. I need to build the shelter. The debris hut. Okay. Okay, where else can I go with it? Just checking before I put it down. Put it up here at all? No. Like that spot for a second. How do I want that facing? We'll take it that way. Sorry, didn't know I was in your way. So now we got a place where we can save. So when and if we die again, we don't have to go back to the respawn point. We can just come here, and that is you're unavailable to save again for 5 minutes, basically. Thank you. I already told you. As a matter of fact, follow me, because I need to get you out of my doorway. So we're going to have him put you over here. Just because. No offense, little buddy. Stay. Stay. Good boy. Now they do still seem to cruise around and whatnot. I believe I also get points when I change views to my outside view. Yay! Alright. I should probably head back to see if I can get to the Osiris 1 base. Now see, I wanted to get here because it's a place where I can heal up, make bandages and stuff like that. And eventually I'll pick up all this stuff, including that ore. I should find out what that is though. See, I don't really, I mean I can get iron. Base metal is usually okay too. But I'm going to try to get to the Osiris 1 base. Whoop. Yikes. And we're getting rained on. Now, where is it? It is this direction. 600 and 600. It's probably about the end of this canyon. I don't have to go over another mountain or something. Got a big ugly over there. I should probably look at my stats too, because I can probably raise some of my own stats. Where are we going exactly? Okay, it's going to be over this hill. I don't want to be here at night. I just want to discover it. Check the bodies. I found that you have to do this one first. And that gets you like whatever it is you needed for the mission to continue. But I don't want to be here at night. We'll figure it all out later. Right now we just need to take everything and get out of here. Because you can come back here every day and find stuff in those boxes, those crates. And it's all like useful stuff. So once I found this, it won't let me come back here, or it won't keep it on the radar as to where it's at. That's why I put the other robot thing here, so that it would be out of batteries and just I would always be able to come back here and find it, because he's my marker. It's getting nighttime and that's not good. Well, this is my last one. Nothing there. Now, there should be a little that robot dude somewhere here. But I know I don't want to be here at night. It's time to get out of here. But there should be a arrow when I switch to that robot dude. Yeah, the personal assistant. Says he's 40 meters this direction. Oh, there he is. Cool. But he's my marker to get back to this place here so I can check those crates. But I need to get out of here because those ghosts are going to be here. Or I guess I could hang around for a moment, because they're probably going to show up and I'm going to run off like a scaredy cat, like a school girl or something. I found that in a video that you could take them out with the laser rifles, but I don't have that. I do have a laser pistol thing, But I don't think, because I've used it before on them, and I don't think it did anything. Now, why is that glowing over there? That looks cool. It's probably just the way the moonshine is on it. Yeah. It's just from those rings. Oh, I should not be here. I also need to get someplace warm. But what do? I'll run around this place for you guys. When I do not want to be here. And right after they show up, I'm out of here. I mean, because I can't attack them right now. I should be heading for home, people. But they live here. And like anything else, they will chase you for a ways. Ah, there he is. I've never seen him so calm. It'll all change as soon as they realize I'm here. There should be two of them. You know I don't want to go in there.
Vitals dropping.
There's nothing you can do. You just keep getting hurt. You just keep getting hurt. So now we're just going to run.
Vitals stabilized.
So, that was that. I'm pretty sure they've left me alone by now. Okay, so I need to go this direction to get back to my base. But there's two of them there. And I used to be visited by them every night. And I don't mind when I'm being attacked by one of them spider-looking things or whatever in the middle of the night. Or whatever. I expect it. I don't like that. But I might end up in a fight here in a second, because those spider things have really good vision. They've always seemed to see me, and I try to get away from them, and they're all, next thing I know, they're all over me. Yep, like this.
Vitals dropping. Vitals stabilized.
Now what I'm thinking about doing is allocating my points into speed now, so that I can get caught up to them. Because they always seem to like get away.
Vitals dropping.
I need to go into where I allocate points.
Seek medical assistance immediately.
We will.
Vitals stabilized.
Okay. Hey, he attacked me. I wanted nothing to do with it. I think it's on the other side of this big rock right here. But we survived another day. And I think a lot of that stuff back there has probably been reset. So what we got here, it's either like copper or gold. I like how it leaves your footprints in the sand. At least for a while. But with that resource, or the the mapping tool here, it will help you identify resources and whatnot at a distance. Like precious metals, that's going to be good. But you do have to switch over to your tool. We're going to need some titanium. I haven't used gold yet. I'm sure that's going to be like when you get into like I'm sure it'll be like when you get into like computers and circuit boards and things like that, probably. I really have no idea. Right now I'm just running around picking up precious metals, because some of these are, you know, they're hard to come by. And I should be pretty close to my base. Especially happy about getting that titanium. This looks like gold. Nope, copper. Yes, precious metals are good. Oh, a little bit of gold in that. What do we got here? Usually when you see them in like this square chunky formation, those are good. I especially like the titanium. I would like to find where I can get some plutonium. I'm just betting that all the rocks around here are probably pretty good then. I just weigh myself down as I'm trying to find my camp. Man, look at all this base metal stuff here. Solid titanium. That's gotta be titanium too then. Okay, you're overdoing it there, bucko. Okay, let's try to stay away from Big Ugly. can like pretty much no longer run. You little meat sack. Well, that's a pretty good lean-to area thing there. Where's mine? Gotta be at the bottom of this hill. That's really nice, though. I like that. Could definitely end up building something over there underneath that. Just trying to make it home after getting the points and stuff for discovering that. And like I say, I left that robot there so that I can get back to it. And I am going to put a, if I've got the, what do I need? I just need to find out what I need for, to build the depository things. Iron and aluminum, 10 and 10. Okay. See, now those robots are finally running out of juice. Where'd the other one go? I had him over here. Did they both end up dying next to each other? They sure enough did. What were you two up to? You kinky little... Not even gonna go there. Okay, I was gonna go there. But I'm gonna start making iron and aluminum. I have no aluminum. Are you kidding me? I always have aluminum. Okay, do I have any iron? I do have a little bit of iron. That should be, I don't know how many it's going to take 3 per. Well, let's go ahead and make a bunch of this other stuff though. You can just hold the mouse button down. I have no plutonium, no magnesium, no lead. I do have some gold. And that's the reason that I have 3 of these, is so that I can actually go to another one and start having it like smelt other stuff. I don't know that I have anything else except for alien meat, but I don't think I have anything available. Oh, I have copper. Let's just have him make all the copper. So I got to get some aluminum. And I got to spend these points. Because I haven't decided where I really want them to go yet. But I do want to get more speed so that I have a better chance at like taking out those crab things. And I need a lot more in strength, simply because that's for carrying stuff. And I do have a little bit of points going on here. 10 in combat. I don't think it's enough for what I want yet. And 37 in engineering. So let's go take a look over at that. That would be into the skill trees. Yes, indeed. 8. How much do I have in science? 3. Excuse me, that ain't gonna happen. Alright, what about over here? What do I need? I need 8 in combat. I got 10. I've never really used those, and I'm gonna find out what those are for. I want those, whatever those are for. Up in this area, we need those hallways. And, 22 available. Yikes. I think we'll build the barracks next. And I have 10 left. I'm going to save it for the bed. Interesting. Large crates. I wonder if that's more capacity than these were. You would think so. I probably should have put some points there. And then up here. We'll do that another time. Right now we're going to build the barracks and then the bed, because it gives us another place where we can heal ourselves and respawn. It's our save and saves. Rented Lips, our save and respawn point. But that should give me plenty of speed, hopefully now, to be able to attack the crabs much faster. We've got 38 more titanium ingots to create. Not that I need any of those right now. I believe I do for to build the forge. I really need to go get some aluminum. So let me just kind of run around. Because aluminum is usually pretty prevalent just about everywhere. And now I'll probably run around for like a week and not find any aluminum. Ooh, I think I want some of this. That looks pretty good. That's probably iron again or something. Yeah, I really don't care for so much iron. I need some aluminum. I need more aluminum than that. I'm kind of looking around for some pure aluminum rather than these chunks of other types of rocks. I'm not seeing any. Probably not the place I should jump from. I'm just going to head back kind of down the direction to the Osiris 1 site. Because I know I'm going to find some aluminum. There's some up there. There's some aluminum. think that's going to be enough for right now anyway. I mean, if I do happen to see some along the way back, I'll grab it up. But I just want to create a little bit of storage space, and then probably consider that as the end of the video for the colonization part of it. And discovered the other base, and really the only reason we had to go there was to pick the pockets to send us to the mission to find the other person or something like that. Good old plutonium. Boy, I'm going to be needing some of that, so I'm glad this area's got some of that too. Because these resources will replenish themselves. I needed some of this aluminum to create the depository so that I have storage space. And I think I've got plenty of that now, but I'm going to finish scouring the side of this hill. There's some pretty good precious metals. Don't need all that iron. It just weighs a lot. I was really kind of hoping to find more plutonium in that. I'm not going to gather any stones just yet. I think that's it for as far as gathering. We're going to go back down to the base now. And build a couple at least. Depositories, but again, I'm going to have to melt down the aluminum first. But isn't this a great game? I mean, you saw, little monsters and stuff. I really haven't fought that many. And there'll be plenty. And you need to be able to heal yourself. And from those red trees over there, you get red berries. From the other trees, you get blueberries. The blueberries you can eat to replenish your health. The red berries, along with the leaves from those other, they look green there now, but they're blue. It's just the way the sun is cast on them. You need those to create your homemade bandages, because the bandages you get when you start out the game are eventually going to run out. And there's a lot of really cool things to see in this game, although this landscape looks really barren. You did see the area, I think, with the trees. But there's areas that have constant lightning and stuff. And it's just some amazing stuff. And all of those little things that are buried in the sand and stuff will reappear. So you can always find a lot of debris and things like that. So I got to get back down here. As you can see, I'm massively encumbered here. That'll make sure gravity holds me down. But let's just get over to the actual... there it is over here. The actual base over here. And I have got to melt some aluminum. Let's just go on down to the last one, because I don't think I used it at all. Alright. And we can create a lot of iron. Not enough copper to do anything, not enough gold. Lead, don't think I've ever found any lead. Look at that. one making magnesium. So we'll go to this one here and take whatever it's got and see if there's anything else I can build. Do you have any plutonium? A little bit. Enough to make 3 or 4. No more titanium. I think that's it. Okay, so all we got left is what's in here. And we have to wait for the other one. Well, this one's still cranking them out. I think it's going off of the other amount that I already had there. I don't know. It's kind of blowing me away why it's building. I thought I had all of it going down on the other one. Apparently there's still 16 more of them. I'll come back and pick up the rest. I'm going to go grab some of that aluminum so that I can get those depositories built. We'll just take all that while they're still building. And now we should have plenty. Now the other ones are you can make completely out of just debris. And they only hold like 10 items. And my whole idea here is to put these big depositories in because they hold 40. Now I'm going to see if I got enough to put in a second one. Or even a third one. Because I am big on storage space. Now apparently it's not going to let me do that because of that. Because I got it too close to that dang hill or whatever. Because normally I could set it up on top, but it's not letting me because of that rock. I put it too close to the rock. Oh well, nothing I can do about it. Nope. Oh, let's just build it. See if I got enough room for another one, because I'm going to need a lot of space. Nope, but I need some more iron. Well, I bet you I got some iron brewing. One of these. Take what you got. I don't think you're building anything more now. And apparently there's going to be a whole lot of gathering of resources and stuff. So anyway, we are going to make it through a night here. We'll probably be attacked while we're here. Can't stack it there. I know I could probably stack it there. But I might put one out in front here, but I think I'll stack here first. Now what I'm going to do here, I'm going to put the ingots here. What I like to do is I put the ingots there. Well, it's not letting me advance this down. Surprised we haven't been attacked by something yet. So I'll put my ingots there. Let it sort. And the one above it, I will put raw ore. This usually used to work when you use your mouse, and it's not doing it. So I'll have to look at those in the options later or something. Right now I'm just going to play the game. Add those to my inventory there. I don't have anything really cool yet. Okay. We're just going to order that by default for right now. And the one in the back here, we're going to start putting stuff in there. And let's put all these barrels in there, because I'm going to need one that's just strictly for barrels, because they just get over freaking whelming. So we're going to do that, and that's all that's going to go in there is barrels. I'll create more shit for them later. Thought I heard something. I heard something that needed its head bashed in. And here's where we put like all the other stuff, like textiles and rubber and wires and batteries and all that kind of stuff. Okay. And until we find another place to put things like the arachnid meat, it'll be in here too. Pretty much it's like a junk drawer. I don't think we need a flare at all. I'm not sure what this is. Oh, a laser cell. Oh, that would be good. Cool. That's for the pistol, which I've never used. I did when I first played, and I used it all up real fast because I didn't know that the charges would go away, and of course they do. And so that didn't work out for me. So we are going to put some of our goods there. And you consider that our pack. And more to put into stats. And I have, what is that? That does not say 80, does it? That wouldn't make any sense. But it looked like I had like bungholio amount of points that I could spend. Wow. So I've still got like 30. What are these things? Waste management. Do I really need waste management? Plumbing. Let's go with the storage, and then we'll work our way up to this. And then what do I got left? 9 points. A conduit vendor. Well, I think that was pretty good distribution of points there, actually. Okay. So we survived the night, apparently. I am going to add one thing before I finish this off as our first, homesteading video. And that is the red berries. You'll notice that we get points for science and whatnot when we are attacking these. But more importantly, it's the red berries. And it will eventually run out. You can always go to another tree. No more. So, now we need to collect up all the berries. because we need these for healing. Now you can use food too, I believe. Just eating food will help heal you. And you can see there's more red trees. Actually, I think this one might be a blue tree. Or is it red? Yeah, it's a blue one. And those berries are for just eating. But these blue palms and those red berries are what you need to create bandages. And that's why I built my base right down the street from where I can build bandages. And they will replenish the next day. And there's plenty of red berry trees. Those other ones give you branches, which I've not used branches in anything yet. I'll worry about that when I think of what I need to use branches for. But these trees will be back again tomorrow. Little creepy crawly over there. And if he saw me and wants to come play, we can play. Sometimes I have a hard time finding where the sweet spot is on these. I'm not sure what to do with the ferns. I just thought this was excellent coverage so that we don't get bombarded by... I mean, that's the only opening we got. And the whole idea is that it's not too far from Osiris 1. But that's what we had there. I'm going to show you the thing with the making of the bandages. And what you need is you need red berries and blue palm leaves. And so I can make 18 of them, it looks like. Now these don't heal you nearly as much as a regular bandage does. The regular bandages you got heal you really good, and these heal you about a quarter as good. So you're going to need more of them, and that's why I built my place, again, right outside the hospital, if you know what I mean. And there we go. That's why we built here. Because I should have them in my inventory now. Yeah, it's actually half, because these health bonus are 20, those are 10. So that's not bad. Being I'm not really planning on using my weapon yet. Let's put those in the 5 slot. But that is going to be it for this episode of Osiris 1, or Osiris New Dawn. I'm going to save it here, and we'll catch you in the next one when we start exploring who knows what. But this world is ours. I'll see you in the next one.